All right, let's talk about your money. Specifically, we're going to look at a super simple tool that can make your savings grow way faster with almost no effort. Let's just dive right in.
So, let me ask you something. Think about your savings account for a sec. Is that money, is it actually doing anything for you, or is it just kind of sitting there earning you maybe a few cents a year? For most of us, the answer is a big no.
And this chart right here, man, it tells the whole story. Just look at this. If you stashed $10,000 in a typical savings account, after 2 years, you'd have made about $2. Two! Barely enough for a cheap coffee. But that same 10 grand in a high-yield account, you're looking at almost $900 in your pocket. That's a huge deal. The difference is just staggering. Now, if you're kind of feeling called out right now, don't worry. You are definitely not alone. The data shows that something like 65% of Americans are in the exact same spot. Their money is just parked in accounts that earn them basically nothing. So let's figure out why that is, and more importantly, what we can do about it.
The first thing we really got to wrap our heads around is that sticking with your good old-fashioned bank, well, it's not just a comfortable habit. It's actually costing you money and lost earnings. There's a real hidden cost.
So what gives? Why are so many of us sticking with the low-paying option? Honestly, it pretty much boils down to comfort and pure habit. We like what we know. In fact, 45% of people say they stick around just for the convenience of a local branch they can walk into. For others, it's that whole if it ain't broke, don't fix it mindset. Or, just not even realizing a better option is out there.
Okay, so we've talked about the problem. Now let's get to the good stuff, the solution. It's called a high-yield savings account, or you'll see it called a HYSA for short.
And a HYSA is pretty much exactly what it sounds like. It's a savings account, but one that pays a much higher interest rate. The reason they can do that is because they're usually online-only banks. They don't have all the overhead costs of running thousands of physical bank branches, so they pass those savings on to you.
Just let that sink in one more time. $2 versus almost $900. This isn't some trick. It's just the raw power of compound interest when you give it a real chance to work. It's a total no-brainer, right? So what's the catch? Why isn't everyone doing this?
Well, that's where the myths come in. There are a few big fears that stop people in their tracks. So let's just spend a minute and tackle them head on. Let's bust them.
All right, myth number one, the big one. Is my money really safe in some online bank I've maybe never even heard of? It's a fair question.
And the answer is 100% yes. Absolutely. See, these online banks have the exact same FDIC insurance as any giant brick-and-mortar bank. That means your money is protected by the federal government for up to $250,000. But here's the wild part. More than half of Americans have no idea this is true.
Okay, on to myth number two. I hear this one all the time. Look, I only have a little bit to save. It's not going to make a real difference for me.
Nope, totally not true. In fact, that's one of the best parts. Most of these accounts have zero minimum deposit requirements and no monthly fees. You can literally start one with $100 or even less and immediately start earning way more interest. Every single dollar benefits.
And the final big worry? What if I need my money for an emergency? Is it going to be a huge pain to get it out? Is it trapped online somewhere? Not at all. Your cash stays completely liquid, which just means it's easy to get to. You just link the HYSA to your main checking account, the one you use every day, and you can zip money back and forth online whenever you need it. It's designed to be flexible. So, hopefully those myths are busted. If you're thinking, all right, I'm in, the best part is that this is so easy to do. Let's just walk through how simple it is to get set up. Just to give you a feel for what's out there, here are a few real-world examples. Now, rates are always changing, so you'll want to check for the latest, but you can see there are accounts offering great rates with a $0 minimum deposit. The options are out there, and they're all competing for your business.
And how long does this take? Seriously, minutes. It's just 3 simple steps. You apply online, you link up your existing checking accounts, and then you transfer some money over to get started. You can do the whole thing from your couch during a commercial break. It's that fast. Okay, now for what I think is the most important part. Opening the account is the first step. But the real magic, the key to building wealth, is making your saving happen without you even thinking about it.
It all comes down to this one simple, powerful idea. Pay yourself first. Think about that for a second. It means your savings isn't what's left over at the end of the month. No, it's the very first, most important bill you pay the second you get your paycheck. And the best way to do that? Take yourself out of the equation. Make it automatic. As Bankrate puts it, automatic transfers are the secret weapon for growing your savings without any extra effort. It's the secret sauce.
So how do you do it? Super easy. You can ask your HR department to split your direct deposit, sending a chunk straight to your new savings account. Or just set up a reoccurring transfer that moves money automatically the day after you get paid. You save the money before you even see it in your checking account. It's brilliant.
And really, that's what this is all about. Your money should be working hard for you, 24/7. So stop letting it just sleep in an account that's doing nothing for you. It's time to put it to work.
Look, your money could be earning you hundreds, maybe even thousands of extra dollars this year, all from one simple change. Seriously? So the only question left is, what are you waiting for?